Hi, it's Josephine and the Bean. So today we are going to answer the question of what should you do first when it comes to your newsletter? Should you build up your email and newsletter list and your following on social media? Or should you first publish your book? It's hard to say. It's one of those chicken before the egg questions or egg before the chicken questions, depending on who you talk to. It's a great thing to have a following before you actually publish. But the problem is, when you're building up a following before you publish, what are they really getting in return? So you have to make sure that they're getting a reader magnet that is enjoyable in return, or that they are getting, some little bits of you that are important, like tips and tricks of the trade like this, or that they are getting like posts on Facebook that are relevant to your book, which is coming out. You can always put your book on pre-order. Let's talk pre-orders. But the thing is, it's great to have a following beforehand because then you're guaranteed more sales. But you got to make sure that they have something of value to stick around for if your book is not out. Hard to say. So, like I said, there's no real right answer in that. I chose, well, actually, to tell you the truth, I didn't even know about email. Well, I knew about email lists, but I didn't really know about doing a newsletter until after I had actually published my books. So my people got value because I had like 3 books published by the time I started doing the newsletter, reader magnet, all that biz. So to me, I thought it was great because it really upped my sales, and I think it also helped for my Amazon ranking. And when you rank better, it gets higher in the store, the more visibility you get, and the algorithms are happy on Amazon. So to me, you might want to have something out before you put your newsletter together. But again, it depends what you're trying to do. If you're just going to release one book, then it's not such a big deal. It's one of those chicken and egg questions. Which comes first? Whichever works for you. So what would I say would be cons? Cons would be lower sales if you don't have your list already made. But eventually you will build it up and you will get those sales. It just takes longer. Cons would also be for the other way around. If you haven't released yet, then it would be, will they stick around for your release? Especially if it's months away. Or are they just going to get frustrated and say, bye-bye? So again, pros and cons on both sides. Do your own research. Decide what you want to do, what works best for you. Now, let's talk about creating a pre-order for Amazon. When you do a pre-order, basically you are telling Amazon that yes, I will have my book ready by X amount of date. And people can sign up and say, hey, I want to order that book. And when that date comes by, I will get my book and I will pay, like it automatically pays for it and it will automatically come to my Kindle or whatever I've got, whatever app I've got for reading it. When you do this, it is important that you get your manuscript uploaded in time. Usually it's 4 days prior to your release date. You must have everything uploaded and ready to go because it takes about 72 hours for Amazon to approve your book. Basically, they're going to go through it and look for certain things and make sure that it's correct, right? Your margins are okay, that your spacing is I don't even think they look at spacing, but that, there's no huge spelling errors and et cetera, et cetera. So they're going to look at it and they're going to approve it, and it takes them about 72 hours. Usually it's less. Usually it's kind of 1 day, but again, it can take up to 72 hours, 3 days. So they're going to tell you to have it there 4 days before your release date. So if my release date is March 4th, I have to have it February 28th uploaded by midnight. If I miss my pre-order date, rumor has it that you cannot do another pre-order for an entire year. You get thrown in Amazon pre-order jail. You just don't get the opportunity to do it again. Why? Because Amazon is there for their buyers. They are looking at it and going, hey, I don't want my buyers to complain. I want my buyers to be happy. I want them to buy things. And you can see their point. That's what they make their money off of, right? They're not making money off of us authors, so to speak. Well, they are, because we're putting our work on there and we're sharing the proceeds. But the thing is that their important bit is keeping the buyers happy. When you do not keep your buyers happy, look at my bean. Hi, Bean. You're so cute. When you do not keep your buyers happy, they won't come back. Pretty simple, right? So, you need to make sure, really sure, that you're going to have your pre-order up. If you're not going to have your pre-order up or you have any doubts, don't do a pre-order. That simple. One of the great things about doing pre-orders is that you can hype it. Basically, you can release your cover. You can be like, hey, coming March 4th, look at my pre-order. Sign up for my book. Sometimes you can put it on. It's up to you. But a great marketing tactic is to put your pre-order on sale. So you might have it for a lesser price, and then as soon as it becomes available, like afterward, give it a day or two after the release, you'll jack the price up. And then people in your newsletter got it at a better price, they believe, so that they went and they bought it because everybody loves a bargain, right? And so you might have gotten more sales out of it. Again, that comes with pricing, that comes with research of what you want to do. But pre-orders are fun that way. I enjoy doing pre-orders in a lot of ways. I haven't been able to do them lately because I'm behind schedule, but as soon as I get back on schedule, I'll be back to doing pre-orders. I like to get my stuff done as soon as possible, and I like to get it up there. How long should you put a pre-order up? Again, that's going to depend upon what type of book you're releasing. Honestly, I probably would not put a pre-order up for much longer than a month. Usually my pre-orders are a week, maybe 2 weeks, because that's enough hype for my readers. I don't want them to be all like, oh, I heard about that already, I'm bored. So that's the way I am with my readers, because you know how we are with low attention spans in this world. However, I do know that some publishing houses put up their pre-orders on Amazon, and it can be as much as a year in advance. Now, these are traditional publishing houses. They are really like best-selling series. So, an author like Janet Ivanovich, for example, because I love her work, her series, they might put up the pre-order a year in advance. Who knows? Or like James Patterson or whoever, right? And these are really big names, and they can do that. For me, nobody cares that long. I don't think so. So I would really never put up a pre-order a year in advance. And not only that, but I release more than one book a year. I try to release 2 books a month. The sweet spot is kind of 1 book a month, 1 book, month and a half. But sometimes quicker if you can. So for pre-orders, again, do your research on how long you think your pre-orders might benefit you. But generally, I would say 2 weeks to a week, month maximum. Just because, number one, you want it to be fresh in people's mind and create the excitement that people are like, oh yeah, I want to get in there. But you also don't want them to be annoyed with you. That's my tip for the day. So we just talked about pre-orders, and we talked about something else at the beginning. Oh, I'm having a brain fart, but I'll find it back later. Anyhow, so we will talk to you later. And like, subscribe, enjoy the videos, comment in them, give me some questions. I will answer them as best as I can. And we will talk more on writing and publishing tips from Josephine Beintema and Robin. Yeah, she's like, leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. See you later. Bye-bye.